What is going on, guys? You're watching another episode of Tony's Vlog. So in today's video we got another tent review. We got a Coleman 4-person tent. We're going to be showing you guys how to set it up, and we're going to be giving a little review on it because we use this one. We wanted to pack up real quick when we were in Yellowstone. So I'm just going to jump right into it and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is get these tent poles through the cross sections on top of the tent, and that will give the tent some structure. Yeah, so the first thing we're going to do, we're just going to run these poles through these red cross sections. Then we'll do the same thing on this side. But yeah, so now we have those cross sections all situated. Okay, so now that we have the tent poles run through the cross sections, next thing is going to be to actually put them in each corner. It'll give the tent some structure, and we'll get it set up there, and then we will move on to putting that rain fly up. Okay, so we are just going to get this out a little bit more, get that tent right over that slot like so. And then we're actually going to move to the other side and do the other corner. Might have to so now we got some structure going there. We'll finish it up with the other two and then we'll jump to the next step. So what we're going to do next is where it says Coleman, we're going to have that running along each side without the door and the window that unzips. That way we're going to be able to get that stake to go across to hang over the door and the window. That way rain is not draining into the tent. Okay, so once you have these cords hooked around the bottom of the tent, connecting the fly to the bottom of the tent, there is a strap, actually a Velcro strap right in there that connects to the stake. So we're going to do that real quick. It just puts it in an even more secure position. So we'll do that to each one. So now that we have everything on the rain fly Velcro to the tent poles, we are going to run that tent pole through the front and back. It'll cover up the door and the back window so rain isn't getting into those mesh parts. And then once we finish that up, I will jump into the review on this tent. Okay, so now that we have this tent fully set up, I'll just give you guys like a little brief overview of my experience with it and my brother's experience with it. We used it for a one-night setup when we went to Custer State Park. It was very, very quick to set up. Maybe 5 minutes between the both of us. It does say it's a 4-person tent. I would say you're probably pushing it if you're putting 3 people in there with sleeping bags and everything. We did line it with just like those floor mats for more like insulation because it was pretty cold. And yeah, so we did that. It was just me and him. We had sleeping bags in there. It was really comfortable that way with 2 people. I would say if you're pushing 3 or 4, it's going to be pretty tight squeeze. What's nice about it is the rain fly is super easy to set up, and there's not a lot of like tent poles that go with it. It's just the one across, and then everything else is just strapping itself to the tent. It does have like a mesh window, and then on the inside you can unzip it, and then you got some like airflow there. Same thing over here, but these sides are like completely mesh. There's nothing to zip, nothing to close, it's just open. There is also a mesh part of the door, and then like your regular hard part. Just get this open quick. So you go all the way up, open it up. So yeah, it's kind of like the setup in here. You got some spot for gear. Looks like there's only one little pouch for gear, and then you got your window there. You can just unzip that, and then you can roll this up, roll that up so it's not hanging dangling there. And then in the doorway, what you can do, you get the door closed, and then you can just open that up. You got another window there, or you just close it up, and then just have everything open and get out of here. But yeah, so with using this tent, it was definitely comfortable. It was like a big enough size for the two of us. Again, I want to say if we started pushing maybe 3 or 4, it would have gotten really tight, but everybody that ever buys a tent kind of knows how that goes. You're probably losing 1 or 2 people for what they advertise the tent at, depending on like how big they are, how much stuff you got, how big your sleeping bags are, all that stuff. So it's roughly a 4-person tent if you're really squeezing everybody in there. But it was a perfect one for having a small tent to just throw out if we knew we were going to be packing up the next day, so we didn't set up my big one. If you guys do want to see that video, I will just put it up in this clip so you guys can click on that link if you want to see that video. But again, it was a great tent. I recommend it for if you're doing like 2 or 3 day camping, some small stuff, nothing too major, but definitely a good tent with this Coleman 4-person tent. So if you guys did enjoy this video review and me setting this tent up, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Go check out my other videos. Go check out my playlist from our road trip to Yellowstone. Again, I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next review.